welcome back. If you are new here, click the subscribe button. Today I'm going to be doing my 25-week pregnancy update. So I am 25 weeks and 3 days today. So I'm going to go onto my apps like I do every single week. So I'm going on to Pregnancy Plus. I am on day 178. This is what baby is measuring. He is measuring 14.02 inches and 1.68 pounds. His memory is beginning to develop. The lungs are developing, preparing for their first breath. Baby's eyes are completely developed and the brain is able to register sound and light. Definitely. So that's all onto that. So now onto baby center. So baby is the size of a rutabaga. Crazy. I have 102 days to go, which is crazy. I can't believe that. So now onto my pregnancy symptoms. If you guys have been following my journey this far, you know that I was diagnosed with a uterine prolapse at 16 weeks. I first saw my cervix, I want to say at like 13 weeks or so. It's a whole long journey. I will link an entire playlist from my prolapse up here if you want to know the entire story. But I saw my cervix again, and this will come into play later in this video, but I saw it again. Nothing really happened. It just came back, and it's really hard because it literally feels like my body is just trying to give up on me, and it's trying to say, just don't. I am also having gallbladder hunger pains again. So if you guys are also not been following my journey, I was diagnosed in March with gallstones, and I have tons of gallstones still have my gallbladder. Haven't gotten it taken out. I'm going to when this baby is born, but I'm having that gallbladder hunger pain, and it's even like right after I've eaten. So I'll eat something and then like immediately start getting that pain again, and it just is not the greatest. It's been one of those things that has just not been great. And another thing that I've been noticing these past 2 weeks or so is that I will eat and I just can't get full. I will eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. I literally ate so much this past week. It's insane. I will eat and I just cannot get full at all. I don't know what it is, but this pregnancy is just taking me for a whirl, I guess. So I'm having heart palpitations. Now, these only happen when he sits in a particular spot. He will kind of, I'm thinking that he like sits on one of my nerves or something, and it just, sorry, it makes my heart like thud, and it literally feels like I'm having heart palpitations, almost like I'm having anxiety in that moment, but I know that I'm not. I know what anxiety feels like. I've had anxiety attacks before, and it kind of feels like what it's starting to be an anxiety attack, and I'm just having like these heart palpitations, and so I have to get him out of that spot in order for it to stop. So I will like kind of go on my hands and knees and, you know, try and just move him. I've also noticed that the only time it doesn't happen is when I'm laying on my belly, which I rarely lay on my belly, but that's the only time it doesn't happen. So I'm assuming that it's like when I lay on my back, when I lay on my side, like any single way that I lay, I get them except for on my belly. That's something very interesting that I'm going to bring up to my doctor when I see him next. But that's kind of what's happening. I'm starting to notice that I'm getting puffiness in my face and neck. So with Victoria's pregnancy, I didn't gain weight in my face or like my neck or anything like that. I gained weight like all over my belly and then like on my thighs and boobs and butt and all of that type of stuff. But this time around, I haven't gotten that. I'm also starting to notice that my face is filling out more and like my neck is filling out more, so that's fun. Another thing that I'm noticing is I'm starting to waddle. I'm getting that waddleness to me and I'm just waddling everywhere, and I notice that I'm like arching my back more because like that's so front heavy. So I'm just noticing that I am just starting to get that pregnancy waddle. My belly is literally getting in the way of everything that I do. If I sit too long, I have to move my legs just so my belly can fall in between. It is just getting in the way of a ton of things. I can't even cross my legs anymore, which is really sucks. So I'm starting to not be able to cross my legs and all of that type of stuff. So that's what's happening there. So if you guys see the title, you would know that I saw my cervix again and I started bleeding again. Now, if you've not been following, I want to say it was at like 15 weeks or so, I saw my cervix. This was before I actually got it diagnosed that it was actual prolapse, and I started bleeding. We went to urgent care. They didn't do anything, so it was just kind of a waste of our time. And then the next appointment that I had, I was diagnosed with a prolapse. So what had happened was I went to the bathroom. I was having kind of a lot of constipation. That's another symptom. I was kind of having a little bit of constipation, not to where I was like, oh gosh, I can't poop. It was just more solid. Sorry if this is TMI. I went to the bathroom and I felt that pressure again. And so I looked and my cervix was literally that far away from being outside of me again. And I was just like, oh God, the devil is back. I was looking at it a little bit more and all of a sudden it just started bleeding. Not as much as it did the first time, but this was, whenever you see blood, and it wasn't like old blood, it was absolutely new blood. Whenever you see blood when you're pregnant, it is scary. And I literally, for the minute that I saw that, I bursted into tears. And the most amazing thing was Brayden came in and he just kind of like held me. And he was like, I know it's scary. Like, I know it's scary. And so like just having him there was what I really needed in that moment. And it was just really scary. Obviously I didn't go to urgent care. I didn't want to spend time. I didn't want to spend money. I didn't want to do any of that type of stuff. The only thing that they did was check my blood pressure and obviously all of that type of stuff, but all they did was check his heartbeat, and I'm like, he's literally kicking, so I know he's fine. But it was just scary, just like seeing the blood again, and just kind of it really brought me back to when I had my first bleeding episode, and I was like, I was terrified. Like, if you guys want to see that video, I will link it, but I was absolutely terrified. And when I saw the blood again, it just kind of brought me back to that moment and to what I felt and the scariness that is pregnancy. Yeah, I saw my cervix again. It started bleeding. It only bled a little bit. Like, it was nowhere near what the first time was at all. And that's kind of how that happened. There was no more bleeding after that, and baby is totally fine. He's kicking up a storm. So in fact, he was literally kicking up a storm like 5 minutes ago. So but in that moment, I just wished that pregnancy was just over, which is really sad because this is my last pregnancy and I just wanted it to just be over. And I was like, I just want him to be here safe and sound, and to know that I'm fine, to know that he's fine. And I just like was bawling in that moment, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. Sorry. Okay, on to more symptoms. So like I was saying, I had constipation. I've kind of had a little bit of constipation. It was nowhere near what it was with Victoria's pregnancy, but I've just kind of been having more solid poos. My acne is coming back. So most of you guys probably don't know, but I did have chest and back acne when I was growing up, and I actually had to go to the doctor and have like a prescription for it. It actually cleared up probably when I was 17 or so, and then like it literally hasn't come back. But I'm just starting to notice that I'm getting like more chest acne and like more facial acne, so I'm getting more pimples down here and stuff, which really sucks, but it is what it is. But I'm just noticing that my acne is coming back as well. So yesterday morning I was actually going to film this video, but then I woke up and I thought I was getting sick, and it was like that sore throatness. I was like really stuffy, and I was just like, I don't feel like filming a video today. So I didn't film this video yesterday, but I just kind of woke up and I was like, oh, I think I'm getting sick again, which if you guys have been following me, I literally just got over a sickness like 2 weeks, maybe not even so ago, but nothing else has come of it. I've been getting a lot more phlegm, which is totally common during pregnancy, but that's pretty much it. I'm starting to get a pelvic bone pain. It almost feels like my pelvic bone is bruised. So I will feel that. It's not like when I walk or anything, it doesn't feel like it's splitting like I have SPD or anything like that. So I'm not really concerned about that. But it does feel bruised, and it hurts when I like get up and then like I get out of bed or like off of the couch or something like that. That's when it will start hurting, but it just feels bruised. And he is kicking so much down there still. So he is literally curled up in my pelvic bone, and that's pretty much where he stays most days because he's just a little turd. When I gave birth to Victoria, I had thought that like my hip bones were bruised because she was always kicking my hip bones. She was always obsessed with like laying in my hip bone, and this child is just like down on my pelvic bone. So I'm just getting that kind of bruised feeling on my pelvic bone, which is not fun at all. So if you guys have been following my journey, you know that I've been having tons and tons and tons of hot flashes. These past couple days I have just been so cold. Now it is like 13 degrees where I live, so it's definitely getting to be winter and all of that type of stuff, hence the hat, hence the scarf, hence everything. But the past couple days I've just been so cold, and I don't know why. Our thermostat has been set at like 67 because I'm just like, I am so hot, turn that off. Like, I don't care, I don't want it on. And these past couple days have just been so cold, and I've been turning it up to like 70, which is not like me. Well, it is like me not pregnant, but not this year. But these past couple days I've just been super cold, and I can't tell you why. Don't know. But I have been still having hot flashes, but it's definitely getting more to be like cold flashes. So that's what's happening there. So I am actually craving donuts. I was watching The Resident, and they had a donut on there, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want donuts so bad. I just want donuts. Like donuts. So good. That is all of my symptoms for this week. I am going to back up and show you guys my belly. So this is what my belly looks like with the shirt on and with the shirt up. So this is my 25-week belly. I feel like I'm not as big today as I have been. I haven't really eaten today, but this is my belly. And from the front, from the other side. So yeah, that is what my belly looks like. My belly button has almost popped. Probably give it to like 30 weeks or so, and it might pop, but it didn't pop with Victoria, so I guess we'll see. Now I'm going to measure my belly. I don't remember what I was at last week. Someone can comment it down below. So it looks like I'm at 45 1/4. So that's what it looks like. But yeah, that is my 25-week bump. Crazy. I can't believe I'm already that big. Already. Crazy. Whew. I'm feeling gigantic this week. but I'm pretty sure this is the same size I was with Victoria. I will insert a clip, but yeah. So I actually have a couple questions on Instagram from you guys. And if you guys want to comment a question down below, you guys can definitely do that. One question was, were you bigger with Victoria or baby boy? And I'm definitely bigger with baby boy. Actually, what I'm measuring now is what I was measuring with Victoria. So yeah, I was a little bit more full, a little bit bigger, but not quite enough when I gave birth. So I'm definitely bigger with this boy. I am feeling it. I'm feeling pregnant. I'm feeling huge. I am just feeling it. This past week, I feel like I've grown so much. Another person says, what is your favorite fall outfit? And pajama pants and my husband's shirts because nothing fits me. So that's what I've been wearing like daily, besides when I film videos. Obviously I'm not wearing pants right now. You cannot see that because YouTube. I just pretty much wear pajama pants and my husband's t-shirts most days, or I'll like wear an oversized shirt, but usually I'm just not into it. So that's what I wear. Life of a pregnant mom with a toddler. But that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye guys.